Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Black Mirror 3. So we kind of don't know what to do, so I'm gonna just call my lawyer. I know they want me to take a picture in front of Black Mirror, but I can't find a way to leave the map and reach Black Mirror. Every sign and location seems to be connected directly to the next location, and the walking map doesn't seem to work. Let's see. Let's call the lawyer. I believe that's the lawyer.
Jones and Partners Chambers. Please leave your name and telephone number. We're in your corner.
So that didn't help at all. Guess we could call the fortune teller.
I've had enough of my future for today. Maybe I'll call her again tomorrow.
So apparently you can only call it once. Let's see. Let's go back in here. I don't think I tried to take a picture of this lady. Nope, that didn't work. And there's nothing else to click on. I don't think I can talk to her.
The girl was terrified of me. As long as I don't ask her any questions, then I probably won't give her a heart attack.
So we can go back into the coffee shop. And maybe there's something there we could get some maybe incriminating evidence on the people. Things are different. That woman ran away. Wasn't expecting that. Here's Edward. Here's Bobby. Do we have anything else to talk to or click on? No. So Bobby's name is in green, Edward's is in white. I imagine that means we should talk to Bobby first.
Huh. There's Bobby, the village idiot. Well, no, that's being unfair. He's pretty much the nicest guy for miles around.
Can we talk to him?
Hello, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Darren. Is it
this is the guy that stutters.
You're evil now?
No, Bobby, you don't need to be scared. I'd never do anything to anyone.
The others said that you set fire to the castle.
You shouldn't believe everything people tell you, Bobby. I'm innocent. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what Tom says all the time too. Okay, Darren. I believe you.
I don't even want to click on any of these. But I have to, don't I?
Tell me, Bobby, do you know the village policeman?
Yeah, but I don't like him. Tom doesn't like him either.
Don't give your characters a stutter if you're gonna have them talk a lot.
Are you working here now?
Yeah, but not for money, but for Denise. She's my new girlfriend. I help her out.
Apparently Denise is dating a lot of people.
Aren't you working in the museum anymore?
No. Mrs. Puff sent me away.
I don't think we ever
The
saw
mayoress sent you
Mrs.
away?
Puffed.
How come she did that?
I didn't take enough care, she said. I did lose the key.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I stole the key in the previous game.
And is Denise happy you're helping her out?
Yeah, she gives me muffins and chocolate.
That's kind of her.
But I don't want to have it for nothing. I'll pay for it later. I don't want her to get into trouble.
That's nice of you, Bobby. You really like her then?
Oh yeah, Denise is much prettier than Mrs. Puff. She's even more beautiful than the sun.
This is gonna suck if I have to open this door and expose Denise sleeping with the inspector, or making out with the inspector, more likely, to both Bobby and Edward.
Do you know the old lady who
Guess maybe I'm chasing this old lady?
That's old Dorothy. She's funny. She always comes here and picks up old cakes. She gives them to goats. I like goats.
What's your brother Tom up to then?
I don't know. He's not around much right now. But that's good too. He said he's going to kill you if he finds you.
I'd better be going.
Okay, Darren.
It kind of sucks that you wouldn't be able to take pictures with a lot of
Polaroid camera.
With a lot of people.
My good old SLR sadly never made it out of the ruins.
So now let's talk to Edward.
The cafe waiter is a real stiff. Maybe he's just swallowed something rather nasty? I'll just ask him. Hi.
Good day, sir.
You almost look like a waiter to me.
You're absolutely right, sir. My name is Edward.
Do you know the inspector?
Of course. He's a very good customer. Perhaps a little too good. He likes to keep Denise from doing her work. And she likes being distracted.
So maybe it's not the right job for her.
On the contrary, sir. I tell her father time and again, she's absolutely the right woman for the job. Even the workmen from the castle come down here for a coffee. I really couldn't imagine anyone better for the job than her.
So maybe he's just the boss and not actually dating Denise. I had gotten the vibe that he was dating her too.
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
A quiet place. Bad for midwives, they'd find no work here. But ideal for authors, if they happen to write thrillers.
Yeah, or horror stories. It's a nice cafe you've got here.
Thank you, sir. I do all I can to keep it that way.
Aren't cafes a bit uncommon in England?
If you say so, sir. But I think this place deserves an alternative to that drunkard's dive over there.
You've got lots of photos of the people of Willow Creek in here. Have you got any of the Gordons?
Sorry, sir, but the Gordons do not keep company in these humble rooms.
Where do they keep company then?
As far as I know, they very rarely leave their estate. They used to go to church every Sunday, but it's been a long time since they've even done that.
I'd better be going.
Please do us the honor again soon, sir.
So there were photos back here. So maybe I could get him to take a photo of me. But I guess I can't interact with the photos anymore.
I better not go in there right now, or Denise will bar me from the place.
Okay. So we kind of came into a room and got something completely different than what we had before, which is very odd for a point-and-click adventure game. Which means, like the previous games, I think they did this too. We're going to have to just kind of constantly go in loops to see what the next thing is. Maybe we can go in the pub now that we know Tom is not around, if that's what we were supposed to take from that. But yeah, we're kind of just following this old lady.
Tom would like to see me dead. At least that's the last thing he said to me.
There's a bird up here, but I don't think that there's anything he can be interacted with. So this whole scene, I don't believe has done anything or has any reason to exist so far. apparently, I guess I can talk to the psychologist now. Interesting. This is not highlighted. Okay, so there might be some other doors I'm missing too.
Hello, doctor? Can I ask you a quick question? Will do. Till then.
Okay. So that was pointless too. So unless I'm supposed to stab my way out of this to open the door, I guess we go back to where we got all the stuff and made some progress. We go back to the hotel. And anytime I'm in a scene, I'm just gonna have to see if there's anything new. If there isn't, I'm gonna move on. I may have to just talk to people over and over again. It feels like I very possibly have just missed something. Seems like we need to get in his office.
I wouldn't know why I'd want to start a conversation with that idiot.
I don't think I'm supposed to use like a plastic knife to break into the room. Take the plastic knife, use it on the wall. Take the room key, use it on the wall.
My hotel key. Wow, I've got room number 2 this time.
Fortune
Madame
teller's call.
Fortuna's business card. You'll see your future with a phone number on it.
Try to burn the wall down.
A lighter with Samuel's face on it. I could probably laugh about it if it wasn't my own father.
Yeah, we're gonna do something with the wall eventually.
I don't need that.
But
I'm already in my own horror film.
Right now, no. What am I missing? Is there something perhaps on the edge of the screen that I'm not seeing? Let's see. We need a picture. We can't get to Black Manor.
That's private.
Or Black Mirror. It should be Black Manor in my opinion. Like the name of this whole series is questionable. Alright, well, we have a telephone. We could try to call somebody different from this point. Oh, and we have this guest book.
A guest book. I'm definitely not writing my name in there. I wouldn't know why I'd want to start a conversation with that idiot. A telephone.
Alright, so if we use this telephone,
I don't want to call from here. Murray would be listening to everything and would try and sell quotes to the papers.
what if we were to call our lawyers from here?
I don't want to call from here. Murray would be listening to everything and would try and sell quotes to the papers.
Well, I'm gonna give it about 4 more minutes and then I'm giving up on this and I'm going back to the walkthrough. I don't get it. I literally don't get how we can be this early into the game and be totally lost.
There are a few steps leading down.
Like, I just don't understand. We can't walk into this building.
There's a poster hanging here.
We can't do anything here. None of these other... Oh, road to the woods. Okay, well, this is the problem, isn't it? You've got an exit that is really close to the other exit, and when I click the highlight, it doesn't highlight exits. So now I'm going to go to the woods and probably get killed. And again, I wouldn't go in the woods for a lot of different reasons, but particularly in the reason of we have here one way. Is this really just going to be a puzzle?
The cold pierces through your buttonholes and right down to your bones. Winter's just around the corner. In a few weeks, the last of the trees will be bare.
So, go right to the gravel path, I guess? He should know where he's going somewhat. We were here before.
There's barbed wire attached to the wooden gate. Someone's got something against unwanted visitors.
What does the sign say?
That's actually a no parking sign. But I guess in this context it means stay out. A locked gate made of rotten planks. The barbed wire and the sign are nailed to the gate. That means you can open or close it from the other side without touching the barbed wire.
So maybe that's a shortcut at some point.
Wow, these are real thick wires.
Is there anything else to look at? No, so down the gravel path we go. Said stay away from beasts or you're going to be torn apart. Well, I wasn't expecting to end up here. Return to the crime scene.
English sky that no travel brochure can ever do justice to.
Okay. Well, we have the lighthouse, the ocean, the crime scene, the entrance.
An old abandoned lighthouse. It must have collapsed many years ago. The spiral staircase is completely decayed. The lighthouse hasn't been used for ages.
This really does feel like this is a jackass moment where I'm gonna end up taking a picture right in front of a murder scene.
The North Sea.
And
this is where England stops.
Embarrass myself horribly.
Fine English cliffs, gray and steep. Perfect for bringing your life to an end.
Yeah, I was just about to say, why don't you just throw yourself off right with that. Am I really going to use this with the crime scene?
I found Miss Valley's corpse here. Yes, right here. But there's no evidence of the crime to be seen. Next spring, lovers will be back here, looking out at the sea, arm in arm.
Yep, and there's nothing else to do, so can this...
A Polaroid camera. Murray.
There's some tire tracks, spelled T-Y-R-E, which is not how it's spelled in the United States. Maybe I could take some pictures of that.
Whoever drives here with a car is either quite brave or quite stupid.
And then I guess we're going down the path and following the tire tracks. Well, I don't know. Maybe there was 2 exits. I guess inherently now I'm going to constantly have this as an issue, is that any scene I'm on might have a secondary exit to a whole nother area. Let's see, well...
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Okay. Fair enough, let's go this way. It seems completely unnecessary for the game to have introduced paths when the 2 previous games didn't have it. So we can go to the castle, or we can go to the unmanned road. I think we go to the castle. That's where the game wants us to go.
Spectacular backdrop, huh? But as I'm already here, I ought to look in on Lady Victoria and ask how she's doing.
Seems like these nymphs have grown even more vines on them in 3 weeks than they had 3 weeks prior.
The gate is locked shut.
Let's see, we have... What does that say? Min here?
A huge lump of stone. I'm no geologist, but it doesn't look like it grew here. It's apparently a survivor of the Bronze Age, like the things at Stonehenge.
I'm supposed to take a picture of that?
It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden.
Apparently we're going to do several things with that.
The castle looks really threatening from here.
Yeah, with the castle being on fire, it would have been a great example and excuse to shut the place down and sell it.
One of 3 nymphs that guard the castle and are supposed to provide light. Old Bates used to use the nymphs as a mnemonic device. In Greek mythology, nymphs often accompany superior divinities. They were seen as the benevolent spirits of trees, grottos, or important places. Well, that's my knowledge of nymphs pretty much exhausted.
We have a litter box. We have something on the ground.
An empty letterbox. Looks like a few kids have had a party here. Bates would go bananas if he could see all this.
Let's see, we have the intercom and we have some ivy.
Is it just me, or has nature taken its course at an amazing rate here over the last few weeks?
They're even referencing it. Alright, well, let's try the intercom then.
The last time I was here, I was able to bust open the wrought iron gate. The lock looks way sturdier than it used to be. I'm not going to be able to get it open without a lot of hassle, for sure. Oh, got a new doorbell with an intercom system.
Who's there?
My name's Adrian Gordon. I'd like to see Lady Victoria, please. Hello?
She buzzes you in immediately with no response. And we get a loading scene. They're really gonna...
Lady Victoria has just woken up.
Yes, of course.
She just hired a whole group of...
The builders are working on the renovations.
You're looking after Lady Victoria?
Yes, I'm a trained nurse of your...
Great-grandmother.
I take care of all of your great-grandmother's needs.
Thank you, Miss.
Angelina. Sister Angelina.
Thank you, Sister Angelina. Can I just ask you something?
So... where are we here? This kind of looks like the second floor of the building, but this might just be a whole new section. Ask about the renovation in Lady Victoria.
Do you think that being in the middle of a construction site is the right place for such an old lady?
Lady Victoria was most insistent that she be moved back into the castle. She said that she'd been born here and that she wanted to die here. And the walls here are rather thick. She doesn't hear that much. At least she hasn't complained as of yet.
I don't remember this second game. That's going to be the running theme of playing this. I don't remember if Lady Victoria knew that I was Adrian Gordon. So this might come as quite a shock to her, and she may not believe it.
How is Lady Victoria?
As well as can be expected. She's not speaking to me, unfortunately. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
Oh God, looks like a death chamber in here. I can feel a chill right to my heart.
Creepy green
I only hope
links.
Victoria gets better soon.
Alright. Start with a photo. That does nothing. And we'll start with the hotspots. Look at the painting.
Huh. There's some pretty big fish being gutted in this picture. It's signed W. Gordon, 1921. I wonder if William painted it. Hairbrushes, makeup utensils, creams, Victoria's cosmetic stuff. A shelf with books, souvenirs, and caskets on it. Huh. Probably full of memories.
Now, it would be crazy if she died, because then the accusation is it's going to be on me again, that I murdered her. Let's see, jewelry box.
A small casket. Victoria probably keeps her jewelry in it.
Nice bed.
A huge oak bed. Presumably it used to be William's and Victoria's bed. William died more than 12 years ago.
Look at the scale here. Just the size of her head. It looks like you could get a good 8 to 12 people in this bed based on the scale. But I imagine they've just animated it terribly, because if you look at him, it feels like you could get 2 or 3 people in it, and that would be it.
A plush stool. Like lots of things in this room, it's red.
What else do we have to look at? We have a
room screen. It's supposed to be a barrier to prying eyes. There are lots of cupboards. This is probably Victoria's dressing room.
Let's look at the painting.
A picture of a woman in white. Looks like a kind of wedding dress. That's William's name at the bottom in the corner. My great-grandfather must have painted it.
It wouldn't be terrible if I found if they introduced a mechanism where you're going through paintings and back in time, or getting flashbacks or bits of information from that, and a la Mario 64, although with a lot more horror in it. Last time I touched one of these, I believe I killed my mother.
A bit of a deja vu
Made
moment.
it look like I killed my mom.
About 4 weeks ago, I was standing at my foster mom's sickbed. These machines were there too. There's even a button to call the nurse here as well.
Okay. So what else do we have to click on? We have the painting, which we can do something more with, the machine, and the jewelry box. So I imagine we're going to talk to Victoria. She's going to tell us to look in the jewelry box and give us something of importance. And we'll probably do something with the painting much later in the game.
Victoria, my great-grandmother, and the only member of my family I've got left.
I always wonder about, should you disturb
Victoria? It's me, Adrian.
Should you disturb the sleep of sick and elderly people? Ask her about the bail. Ask her about the nurse. Ask her about herself. Hey, let's start with herself.
Victoria, are you okay?
No response there.
Did you put up the bail for me?
She's not gonna respond to any of them.
Are you being well looked after? Victoria, I need your help. Really. The police don't believe me. How can I make them understand that I'm Adrian Gordon when the name Darren Michaels is printed in my passport? Victoria, you're the only one who can help me. Please. I'm sorry about what happened to Bates, Eleanor, and Sally. It must be awful for you.
Adrian, tell me the truth. Was it you? Did you start the fire?
No, Victoria, it wasn't me.
You don't get a choice there.
He did what Angelina told him to do. She was behind all the murders. It was her who also lured me here because she needed me for, you know, the curse which only affects the male Gordons. She wanted to achieve what Samuel was trying to prevent. She was possessed by it. She lied to me, to all of us.
What's all that, Adrian? You sound like a coward. It wasn't me. It was Angelina. Why should I believe you? Why have you come here at all? Things were going well for you in America. If you'd only just stayed there.
Major understatement.
Would still be alive. Eleanor, Catherine, Miss Valley. You're too weak. You can't stand up to Mordred. His ghost rides you like a child rides a rocking horse. Since you've turned up, there's been nothing but calamity. Just disappear again, Adrian. Do me a favor and go back to where you came from before the other half of the castle goes up in flames.
And we get another one of these hallucinations.
What have you done to her?
Nothing at all. I've been talking with her, that's all.
You'd better go now. Your great-grandmother needs peace and quiet.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want that. I'm sorry.
Just go, please.
So we assume these are hallucinations and they're not what is really happening.
Now, it's not just everyone in the village that hates me. The only remaining member of my family, too. Real good job, Darren. If I wasn't already doing it, I'd be signing up for therapy right away.
So it kind of doesn't feel like we're going back to that. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to find some evidence at some point. But also the photo of the castle seems like it's gonna work.
Here goes nothing.
How are you gonna use a Polaroid to take a picture of yourself wielding a knife? Yeah, he basically would have only gotten the top half of his body. That's not gonna work.
A photo of me in front of the castle. That'll have to do for Murray.
That's not gonna work for a cardboard cutout at all. Alright, well, it's been another 30 minutes. We did make progress, but only in the game sense. We really aren't making much progress as far as the story is going. I also still have the feeling and the issue of this series spending too much effort in the animations and in the dialogue and not enough effort in actually having interesting gameplay. It's pretty boring. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on a myriad of social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me, you can support me through Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.